Dear children, today I shall be explaining you this new poem, My Mother at 66. Dear children of class 12, today I shall be teaching you a new poem by Kamla Das. The name of the poem is My Mother at 66. Kamla Das, born in the year 1934, is known for her originality. Her works have got versatility. Versatility means doing many things in a beautiful manner. And there is also indigenous flavor of the soil in her works. Kamala Das is a sensitive writer who has been able to catch hold of very complex subtleties of human relationship in lyrical idiom. Human relationships are very complex, very difficult to explain, but Kamala Das has beautifully explained these subtle relationships. It is the compulsion of the poet Kamala Das to go back to her own workplace from her mother's place. When the parents are aging, there is a fear that we may not be able to meet them again. There are compulsions, there are responsibilities which have to be taken up. There is a sense of insecurity. Kamala Das has very nicely portrayed it in her poem, My Mother at 66. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, by my side. There is a compulsion that I have to go back and join my work. There is a feeling of fear that my mother is so old. Will I be able to meet her again or not? When our parents become old, they are sitting by our side. In this particular poem, the poet's mother is sitting in the car by her side and she has dozed off. She has fallen asleep. Her mouth has become open. Her face is having grey or pale color. It seems that the color is of the dead body. Ashen. Ash is the leftover of something. Ashen like that. Ashen like that has got a poetic device, simile. When two things are compared directly, it is called a simile. I saw my mother sitting by my side, and while she was dozing, her mouth was open. It seemed that she resembled a dead body. There was a very strong feeling of pain. I realized that my mother was going away. I felt miserable sitting in the car. There was a dilemma in my mind. It is compulsory for me to go away, but my mother is so old, as old as she looked. Will I be able to meet my mother again? Is it the last meeting that we are having? Should I go? Should I not go? When I have my own compulsions and I cannot do anything, I thought, this miserable thought in my mind has to be pushed out. This thought has to be given away. So I tried to change my mind by looking outside. When I looked outside, there was a complete change. There was a life there. Young trees seemed to be running along with the car. When the car is moving very fast, it seems that the trees are also running. The word young and trees have got capitals because they have been personified. Sprinting means running, and there were happy children. They were spilling, rushing outside. They were full of life, just opposite to what was there inside the car. Poet Kamala Das has portrayed the contrast. There is an old lady, her mother, sitting in the car by her side, so old that it seems that they would not be able to meet again. She was feeling miserable, and that is why she looked out and she saw the contrast there. She saw that there were happy children. She saw that there were young trees portraying a beautiful life of optimism. She reached the airport. After the security check, she was standing a few yards away from her mother. She says, I looked at my mother again. I looked that she was seeming colorless. If there was any color, it was pale. It was a very sad thought once again. I realized that my mother is in the twilight years of her life. She has lost the glow that she used to have. She is looking like the late winter's moon. There is a direct comparison. Simile has been used here. In the winter, the moon is not gleaming. It has lost its luster. After the youth, the life also is dim, dilapidated, and I had that same feeling of insecurity, pain in my heart. I was having this pain since my childhood. Actually, as soon as the umbilical cord of the child gets cut, there is a sense of insecurity of losing the mother. It was my childhood fear, as is of all the children. This was a pain. Should I leave my mother at this point with a negative thought? Should I let this pain get transferred onto my mother? How can I do that? I have to control my emotions. I said, "See you soon, Amma," because I wanted to create a feeling of hope, optimism, positivity. To reinforce my words, I said, "See you soon, Amma," and I smiled. The poet has used the word smile thrice. There is a poetic device, repetition here. The poet had to smile in an unnatural manner. She had to force herself. It was a superficial expression, and that is why it has been used thrice. But she was able to create a feeling of positivity in the heart of the mother. In lyrical would imply expressing emotions in an imaginative and beautiful manner. Idiom would refer to artistic style. Notice that My Mother at 66 has been composed by Kamala Das in a single sentence, punctuated by commas. It indicates a single thread of thought, and the observations from the real world have been incorporated to the main idea. In this poem, you have learned simile, repetition, personification, and imagery. When the words create an image, it is called imagery. The poet has created the image of the trees sprinting, running along with the car, the children coming out of their homes,